why don't we step back and look at the suggestion that every B2B company should have a podcast, just as nearly every B2B company has a blog. There are people out there that fervently believe that this should be the case, but obviously it isn't right now. Do you think that this should be the case, that every B2B company should have a podcast? And what's holding companies back?
The first question I think was about like why people should have the audio feed, and then I'll take the second one. The first one, and I'll just zoom into one, and it's the ease of which you can build a relationship with someone through creating that content. Relationships are built by going on like a roller coaster with friends, like the friends you went traveling with when you're younger, like your closest mates. And so if you think about collabing on a blog post versus collaborating on a podcast episode, like for example this, like we're going to become friends in theory, or we're going to become closer after this, and it's taken us literally 30 minutes each, maybe a bit more for you for researching, etc. Whereas if we were going to collab on a blog post, one of us is going to have to write it, the other one is going to have to review it or add stuff. That's probably going to take more time. And so I think that's the biggest benefit here, is that the host or someone from the B2B company is going to get to know other people in the space, is going to learn from them. And so why people are sitting on the sidelines, it's a great question. I think 5 years ago it was quite hard. It was much harder than it is now. It's getting easier every year. Like Descript, Anchor, etc. All podcast agencies are making it much easier and cheaper to do. I think people think B2B companies think it's like a bigger effort than it actually is, which is great for my business, obviously.